think I'm demanding. I think I'm honest, caring. I care about my team. I care about my players. I care about my staff. I'm meticulous, organised. I have a clear idea of the way I want the game to be played. And now I'm in a position where I want to be remembered to be a winning coach, consistently winning.
You've watched Chelsea play. You've seen the sequences of passes moving quickly between blue shirts. You've seen midfielders turning under pressure with confidence. You've seen fullbacks stepping into spaces that didn't exist before. You've seen attackers drifting across the front line, pulling defenders out of position in ways that feel strangely unfamiliar. From the outside, it can look effortless. The ball moves smoothly from one player to another. Attacks develop naturally, almost as if the players instinctively know where the next pass will go. Moments of brilliance appear suddenly, sometimes from the smallest movements. But what most people don't immediately notice is the thinking behind it all. Because Chelsea's transformation didn't arrive with dramatic headlines or bold declarations, there was no moment when Liam Rosenior walked into Stamford Bridge and promised instant glory. No loud press conference. No sweeping statements about revolutionizing the club. Instead, the change began quietly, gradually, almost invisibly. And yet, within a short space of time, Chelsea started to move differently. The rhythm of the team changed. The midfield began to breathe again. Players stopped receiving the ball with panic and uncertainty. Instead, they turned with confidence, scanning the pitch for the next option. Forwards were no longer waiting for opportunities to appear. They were creating them. The defensive line stopped reacting to chaos. It began controlling it. There was something new in Chelsea's football: calm, clarity, and above all, purpose. If you watch carefully, you can begin to see the architecture behind the team's movements, the invisible framework Rosenior is building. It's not obvious at first. You won't see it in a static formation graphic or a tactical board on television. It exists in the spaces between players, in the timing of a run, in the positioning before the ball even arrives. These details are the foundation of Chelsea's new identity. The first major change Rosenior introduced was control. But not the slow, lifeless control that frustrates supporters. This was intelligent control. Chelsea no longer rushed the game. They dictate its rhythm. Instead of reacting to the tempo of their opponents, they shape it themselves. The ball moves faster because the players are positioned better, and the team begins to control territory without forcing the play. This philosophy lies at the core of Rosenior's approach. Movement before the ball. Understanding before instinct. Anticipation before reaction. Under his guidance, Chelsea's midfield has become the heartbeat of the team. Midfielders rarely remain static. They rotate constantly. One drops deeper to support the defenders. Another drifts toward the flank to support a winger. A third pushes forward between defensive lines. The effect is subtle but powerful. Opponents struggle to decide who to track. If they follow the movement, they leave space elsewhere. If they stay in position, Chelsea gain time on the ball. And in modern football, time is the most valuable resource a player can have. With that extra moment, the game slows down. Decisions become clearer. Attacks become more precise. And that's when Chelsea's forwards begin to thrive. Under Rosenior, attackers are no longer fixed to rigid positions. They move fluidly across the front line. Wingers drift inside to create central overloads. Strikers drop deeper to connect the play. Attacking midfielders arrive late into dangerous areas where defenders struggle to track them. The movement looks natural, almost spontaneous. But behind that fluidity lies careful preparation. Every run has a purpose. Every movement creates space for another player. Opponents may see chaos, but in reality, it is structured unpredictability. The defensive line faces a constant dilemma: follow the runners and risk leaving gaps behind, or hold their positions and allow Chelsea's players time to operate. Neither option is comfortable. This is where Rosenior's influence becomes most evident. He doesn't rely on a single, rigid tactical doctrine. Instead, he blends ideas. Possession when control is needed. Direct vertical attacks when space appears. Structured pressing when the ball is lost. The system adapts to the rhythm of the game, and that adaptability makes Chelsea extremely difficult to read. But Rosenior's influence becomes even more impressive when Chelsea lose possession. In previous seasons, transitions often looked chaotic. Players rushed forward trying to win the ball back instantly. The team's shape would collapse. Gaps would appear between defense and midfield. Opponents could exploit those spaces easily. Now the reaction is far more controlled. Chelsea press with intelligence. Instead of chasing the ball blindly, players position themselves to block passing lanes. Opponents are forced toward specific areas of the pitch, areas where mistakes are more likely. Pressure builds gradually. Options disappear one by one. Then, the mistake arrives. A rushed pass, a heavy touch, a poor clearance. Chelsea regain possession, and the transition begins. This is where Rosenier's system becomes truly dangerous. Because the moment the ball is recovered, the team already knows what comes next. Forwards accelerate into open channels. Midfielders surge forward in support. Fullbacks stretch the pitch wide. Within seconds, the entire team moves forward together. The counter-attack feels explosive, but it isn't random. It's coordinated, prepared, rehearsed countless times in training. Training sessions under Rosenior focus heavily on decision-making. Players are placed in scenarios that replicate the chaos of real matches. Pressing triggers, rotational movements, fast transitions between defense and attack. The goal is not simply repetition, it is awareness. Players learn to read the game before events unfold. They anticipate the next pass. They understand where space will appear. By the time they step onto the pitch, the movements feel instinctive. Chelsea's players begin to operate as if they share the same thought. Defenders anticipate runs before they happen. Midfielders position themselves to receive the next pass. Attackers create space before the ball arrives. The team moves as a collective unit, not individuals reacting separately, but an organism responding together. Even the smallest actions carry meaning. A striker might make a run without receiving the ball, but that run pulls defenders out of shape. A midfielder may hold his position instead of pressing, but that patience blocks a dangerous passing lane. A defender stepping forward might compress the entire field. These details shape the rhythm of the match. Chelsea are no longer reacting to football. They are controlling it. And perhaps the most impressive aspect of Rosenier's system is the balance he has created. Chelsea attack with freedom, but they remain defensively secure. They press aggressively, but they rarely lose their shape. They move forward quickly, but always with structure behind them. Creativity exists within discipline. Energy exists within intelligence. And this balance is what makes the football look so different from recent seasons. For the first time in years, Chelsea are not simply trying to survive matches. They are building an identity. Young players understand their roles. Experienced players guide the rhythm of the system. Every match adds another layer of understanding. Supporters are beginning to notice the change. The movement, the confidence, the cohesion. Chelsea no longer look like a team searching for answers. They look like a team discovering who they are. And if Liam Rosenior continues refining this blueprint, Stamford Bridge may soon witness something remarkable. A Chelsea side playing with clarity, with intelligence, with fearless attacking intent. Not through noise, not through hype, but through a philosophy that quietly transforms the way the team thinks, moves, and competes. The revolution isn't loud. It isn't dramatic. It's precise, methodical, and it's only just beginning.